Hello and welcome to the Thrift Shop. Today we got something very special for you. We're going to talk about the best metal band of 2021. That's right, the best metal band of 2021. And guess what? It's not Metallica. One of my favorite bands, but this year I think you got to give the credit to someone else. So today we have Gojira's newest album, Fortitude. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit about the band. They may not be for everyone. Definitely it's a band that grew on me. Although they've been around since 1996, so they're actually not a new band. They were named Godzilla from 1996 to 2001, changed their name to Gojira, if I'm saying it wrong. Right. They are a French heavy metal band, so perhaps the pronunciation is a little bit different, but I'm going with Gojira. So anyways, I found these guys in 2016 with the Magma album, and there was a specific song on that album called Stranded. I think it has probably the most epic guitar riff that I've ever heard. For heavy metal. I mean, if you could define heavy metal guitar riffs, I think Stranded should be there at the top of the list. 50 years from now, people are going to go back and say that is classic heavy metal guitar riff. I wish we're on YouTube. We could play the music. It would only make sense to talk about the music by listening to it. But go look it up. You should be able to find Gojira's Magma albums and the Stranded song. You'll understand what I'm talking about when I say it's an epic guitar riff. Which leads me to Gojira's newest album, Fortitude. I have it here. I listened to Tidal. So I stream it to Raspberry Pis on my phone. I love Tidal. I know there's a big controversy right now with Tidal and MQA. I really don't care. I don't think people understand digital, but that's my opinion. Anyways, so I found it there. You know, it's a cheap way to find music. That's why I like streaming services, and I liked it so much that I bought the vinyl version. And I got to say that I actually like the vinyl version better than I like the digital version. Not sure why. In some cases the vinyl's better. I'm not sure if it's the mastering or what it is, but on my system, whether I go digital or vinyl on the same system, on my Musical Fidelity M3SI, this just sounds better. I am using a Denon turntable. It is the VL12 Prime, and running a Hanna EL moving coil cartridge. So not the bottom end, not the highest end, but definitely good enough to get the details out of it. So on the Fortitude album, oh, I should mention it came out in 2021, so that's why it's getting the 2021 award, because it did come out in 2021. This album is like a roller coaster ride. I would highly advise that you listen to the whole album, not just a specific song. And even if you like metal, let's say you like Metallica, you like Disturbed, you liked a lot of heavier metal, you may not like this at first, but I think if you start listening to it and appreciating music more and more, you'll find that this is really, really good music. In some cases, I don't even listen to the vocals. I'm just listening to the amazing guitars, the amazing drums. I find this just to be absolutely amazing. These are true musicians, artists, whatever you want to call them. They do a great job. So this whole album is like a roller coaster ride, so you really need to listen to it. It's going to take you up, it's going to go fast, it's going to go slow. Some albums you don't get that. You kind of just listen to one song, and that's kind of the downside of digital. And one of the reasons that I do like vinyl is you just put it on, you play, and you appreciate songs that you wouldn't normally listen to. So with this one, the first song, Born for One Thing, I think the first thing you'll notice, it's fast. It has a similar kind of feeling to the Magma Stranded song. It's fast. You can hear the bass clearly defined, the bass guitar. It gives a great overall tonal balance to the song. The guitar riffs are just epic. You need to hear it to understand what I mean. You're going to get classic chords coming out in that heavy metal, just grunting it through dark, and then you're going to have a high-pitched whine of a guitar. And it's just absolutely amazing. One of the reasons I actually like the vinyl version versus digital, where I find the biggest differences with the cymbals. So in the treble area on the vinyl, the cymbals are clearly defined in their own layer. Where on digital music it kind of comes off as a firework, so it goes out and then comes back in. I mean, I think that gives you the hi-fi effect, which is cool on digital, but in this whole album, the cymbals seem to be hit constantly. So they're writing the cymbals, just giving it to you, and then there will be a big splash. So there's a lot of amazing drum work, cymbal work in here. The layers are absolutely amazing. I can't say enough about it. So, and this continues on all songs, but moving on to the second song, Amazonia. It starts off funny, it's almost kiddish, and then the vocals come in, it gets a little bit darker. It has a kind of a Native American tone to it, which is kind of unique, and it sounds amazing. You move on to the next song, Another World. The guitar riffs, they continue. It doesn't stop through this whole album. You're going to get the same kind of similar guitar experience, the riffs, the squealing, and Another World is another song like that. And this one, I think you get more of a grand experience on the cymbals. I mean, they're just going off, whether you're in digital or vinyl. It's just absolutely amazing. Next song is Hold On. You get a good slowdown. So, when you're listening to heavy metal like this, it kind of gets your blood pressure up. You want to move, you want to do this. So it's actually good to have this kind of roller coaster slow down and to hold on to the perfect spot. I think the way they did this album is great. Gives you time to kind of recover before some of the next songs come on, which is the next song, Newfound. Again, you're getting that really high-pitched guitar coming in. That may sound bad, and maybe it's not the best descriptor, but to me, it's just it's amazing. It puts a smile on your face when you listen to this kind of music. It just there's something going on in every part of this. I'm not saying that the vocals are bad, but I'm not. They just don't stick out like the guitar riffs or like the cymbal hits or the very clean drums. The drums do remind me of Led Zeppelin. So there's if there's anywhere there's a Led Zeppelin kind of experience with here, it's with the drum sound, and I think how they record the drums, you're getting a very similar kind of sound that's coming through. And I love Led Zeppelin, so good job. Fortitude, named after the album. I think unique. Again, another great placement of this song. You get this slow down. It's a Native American kind of before the chant, but there's a tambourine and you just hear it hitting and it's slow. Great kind of intro which leads you into the chant. So the Fortitude is kind of the build up into the actual chant. So on vinyl, it just continues as one song, Fortitude, and into the chant, and just absolutely amazing with the vocals. Beautiful, beautiful songs put together. Next is the Finks. Again, you're going to get high-pitched guitars all the way through this album, and it continues with this Finks. Into the Storm is the next song. It starts a little slow, then it builds and it builds and it gets really fast. So great change of tempo throughout the song, absolutely amazing. And can't say enough about this entire album. Next song are the Trails. Again, you're getting I would say this is, on a roller coaster ride, this is if you're going into a tunnel somewhere in some amusement park, because it's totally different than the outside experience. The Trails is slow and extremely dark. It doesn't even remind me that it's the same band playing this song. It reminds me of the Deftones, or almost a Tool kind of influence to this song. So it's you're not going to get the squealing guitars in this specific song, or at least not as grand as the other songs, and absolutely amazing. It's just neat to see that change of pace within the album. And then the last song, Grind, it's a very fast-paced song and amazing. I don't have a specific favorite on this whole album. I do like I would say the first 4 or 5 songs, basically on the first half of this album. I think they, just because I've listened to that more, but absolutely amazing. Can't say enough. Thanks to you, Gojira, for putting this out so I can listen to it. And for all 3 subscribers, you're going to get the medal for Best Metal Band of 2021. Thank you from the Thrift Shop. And if you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, help out the channel. Thanks.